Have you ever noticed how you can't seem to get rid of that one person who gets under your skin very easily, aka also known by many as the idiot in your life? Now, I don't call people idiots, but it's kind of needed in this case to drive the point through. It is that one person who annoys you, irritates you, fires you up, and may even cause your stomach to churn at times. Some of you all may have had at least one at work to deal with. It's that employee who knows it all and always does everything perfectly right, the one who loves to show off and boast. It's the micromanager and supervisor, the never pleased and demanding boss or customer or supplier. And now you are actually thanking God that although it was difficult in the beginning, you're so grateful to be working from home now. So you don't have to see and deal with that idiot as much. And just as you thought you got rid of one idiot, as you go to the grocery, in the store, you're in the line, you end up meeting one in the line, arguing with the cashier and holding you back, delaying you from where you need to get to. Next thing you know, you're driving home and there are only three other vehicles on the road. And one of them had to end up being an idiot, giving you a bad drive, cutting in front of you. And as if that isn't enough, when you get home, there is one sitting on your sofa, glued to the phone, and wouldn't even come and help you unpack the groceries. Next thing you know, the phone rings. One of your friends, and it's the friend who insults you and puts you down. It feels as though you cannot seem to escape these idiots. Anywhere you go, one is sure to follow you. They keep showing up. It is as though they're always around you. So, what you can end up doing, some people start to declare and pray to God, please, God, get rid of all these dysfunctional people in my life. And you declare, I've done everything I could. God, I try to avoid them. I hide from them. Sometimes I even tell them off, but they can't seem to get the point. And some of you even give them a hand signal. Now, I'm not going to show you that hand signal because I don't do those things. And you tell God that you're so exhausted. Please take the wheel and get rid of all these idiots, annoying people in my life. See, you want God to do the work for you because either you are unwilling to do what is needed to deal with these idiots appropriately, or two, you just do not know what it is you need to do to be able to get rid of these people from your life. And I'm not telling you to go and divorce your spouse, okay? I am going to give you the answer right now how to get rid of the annoying idiot in your life. And it is very simple. So bear with me. I'm going to show you now how to get rid of that idiot. This is what you do. You take one of these, you look into it, and you are looking at the problem and the solution. Now, I know that this is very tough to hear, that the problem lies with you and so does the solution, because the real idiot is not the annoying one, but is actually the one being annoyed. I said the answer is simple, but may not necessarily be easy, because one of the most difficult things for us as human beings to do is to look at ourselves, to take the responsibility. You see, it's always easier for us to try to get others to do the work. You annoying idiot, you fix yourself. You stop being so annoying. But you don't want to do the work to stop being annoyed. So, when you take that mirror, it's no longer about looking out, you're looking within. And this does not mean that the annoying person is right and that you are wrong. All this is about is you looking at what is happening in you and how you're affected and expressing that in your words, in your actions, and your attitudes. Now, remember that whom you deem as the idiot in your life, that they too are dealing on a daily basis with similar people, similar idiots just like themselves, just like you, and therefore you can't get them to be otherwise because they have not looked within themselves also, and they haven't done any work on themselves. So, what you have to do is become aware of you and be compassionate towards them. So, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're basically going to be doing a query. You're going to try to figure out why it is you keep drawing such people into your life experience. And in order to figure this out, you first have to give up your desire for that external annoying person, the idiot on the outside, to stop being so annoying. You have to give up your self righteousness, your arrogance, and become quite humble to look within yourself. Then there is space in you to bravely examine what is going on in you when these people show up. What is that negative quality that they're bringing out in you? What is that negative thought pattern that arises? What are your negative behaviors and attitudes? When you get offended by those who put you down, ask yourself, is it because you have low self esteem? Are you judgmental? Do you become impatient very easily? Do you not know how to ask for help? Are you quick tempered? Figure out what nags within yourself, what nags you within, to be able to release it so that you are not drawn into the world of idiocy. Okay? Unless you figure out what you need to address in you, the quality, the behaviors, the reactions that needs to be corrected, you will find that the annoying people will continue to show up in your life. So don't expect God to remove these people from your life so easily. Otherwise, you would learn nothing about yourself and you won't transform and change anything within yourself. Until you do, you would become like a magnet and you would keep drawing these kind of people in as designed by God's universal laws for you to become alert at what happens in you when dealing with your external idiots. So stop trying to fix them so much. Otherwise, if you keep trying to fix the idiots out there, and I've learned this the hard way, what happens? Your vibrational frequency starts to drop at their level, and it stunts your spiritual progress and evolution because you keep yourself down at their level, becoming just like them, as I like to say. So, you become attentive to you, fix what you need to fix within yourself to become more peaceful and improve your behaviors and attitudes. And what will happen? Your vibrational frequency will go up as you begin to progress spiritually. And this is your great purpose on earth, okay? Not to fix up all those idiots out there, but to fix this one in here. Now, when you start to transform, you would become like a magnet, drawing in more elevated beings into your life, into your world. God needs your participation and cooperation to realize what you need to fix within you according to His universal laws, so that the idiots or the idiotic situation you seem to find yourself in, for that to go away as you become more peaceful within. And even if those annoying people, those people you like to call idiots, Even if they were to hang around in your life or around you, you would find you remain unperturbed. And they may, even if they end up being there, it is no longer for you to fix something within yourself because you're okay. But now you may be actually be in a position to share some wisdom with them, for them to learn from you so that they too can transform. I'll share a little story with you about dealing with annoying people. Many years ago, there was this pundit who became a friend also. And one day, another friend and him and I ended up in the same vehicle. Either we were leaving a spiritual discourse he had given or were attending one. I can't remember. But while we were on the road, somebody gave us a bad drive, and my friend was driving. So the pundit told us, do not get upset. All we need to do is just bless the driver who gave us a bad drive and bless him so that he can go safely to wherever he needs to go. And when you do that, what happens is that our state of being, when we do that, our state of being changes. So it ends up, our drive ends up being a little more pleasant for us. And because what happens if we don't do that? The driver who gave us a bad drive, that idiot, when he behaves so and we get upset with him or her on the road, then we too end up being an idiot. And then the road becomes a very unsafe place to be. But when we just bless them, we lighten up inside and we end up being pleasant in the vehicle. Our journey ends up being very pleasant, and whoever is with us ends up feeling as though it's a pleasant experience. So, let us become a little more aware of ourselves so that we can make the right decisions and behave appropriately in every situation so that we maintain a little bit of peace within ourselves and be pleasant. Now, you may ask the question, if you find yourself in a very disruptive, um, distressful, disrespectful and abusive situation, should you stay in there? You have to make that call. You have to weigh it. I'm not asking you to stay in unpleasant situations day in and day out. It all depends on what it is. You have to examine it, and it may not be necessary for you to stay in such a distressful situation. You are free to move on into a much more pleasant environment. But the important thing is to ensure that you transform within when you're in such situations. So just don't pack up and leave the situation unless you begin to transform within. Otherwise, wherever you end up, even though it may be pleasant in the beginning, in the end, it could end up being really horrible because you still have to learn to fix what you need to fix within yourself. Just to conclude, you may find that life will always keep bringing an idiot your way, either to keep you alert of yourself so that you do not become complacent and unconsciously fall back into old destructive ways of thinking, being, and doing. You see, life always have to send you a test because whenever you feel you got something okay and you're really an expert now in handling a situation and you start to relax, you start to forget. So just to keep you alert, you're going to find that a challenge will have to come your way to wake you back up and stay constantly alert. Or you may actually be continuously okay within and end up having this annoying person around you. And really, the person is around you now so as to help for you to help bring some level of healing into that person's life, either through your example and state of being, or by you sharing or teaching some wisdom and insights to the person. Whenever an idiot is in your life, always remember that it is for a profound reason. So stay on guard and stop calling that annoying person an idiot and look within. You see, the moral of the story is for you to look at your state of being in every situation you're placed in life. And it is for you to at least experience some level of peace and equanimity within yourself. And true peace isn't when everybody around you is behaving perfectly or you're in a situation where everything is favorable. But it is that state of being you attain, that equanimous state of being where you are balanced within, no matter what situation you find yourself in or who is around you. And that is true peace. And that is the test that humanity must face, all of us as human beings. And to attain that peace, we must be able to go beyond the limitations of our mind and our emotions that control us and be willing enough and brave enough to look that person straight in the mirror and start looking within to transform. So keep looking in the mirror so it keeps reflecting wisdom to you so that you can see a truly evolved, conscious, bright, and beautiful being with a lovely aura.